All right. That's pretty good. All right. Now, I want you to tell me what you notice. All right, this is Little Rascal shorts. Okay?
Mr. Wade.
We've got a great big surprise for you. Nice new clothes for everyone. Go inside now, and the butler will show you where they are.
So cheerful. Just kindness, my dear. Just kindness. Well, I'll be back at 4.
Tell me what you notice.
Oh,
No.
Now you run along and take your place. Oh, Dick, can you imagine a little girl being afraid of a goose?
Oh, girls are silly.
You said it. I'll get away. I'm better first. Get away. I'm better.
I'll give you a good spanking.
Says you. Now, darling, there's a place for you right down there now. You run along. Take your place.
Stand up for your rights at all times, son.
Boys are so silly. Who's there? You know, Dick, I certainly envy these children. Now you go get that.
Oh, there's another one gone astray.
Hey, ladies, and show found something. You better run along. You'll miss out on the ice cream. Gee, this is interesting. I wonder what it is.
Well, it looks like a lamp.
Why, it must be 1,000,000 years old.
There's something written on it. What does it say?
Whosoever rubs this lamp will have a wish granted.
What nonsense.
Well, maybe so. But if it were possible, you know what I'd wish, Dick?
What?
I'd wish that we were kids again. What happened? Oh, Dick, you look so funny. You don't look so hot yourself. Look at my dress. By golly, I'm shrunk. Dick, it was possible. My wish has come true. This is a fine fix to be in. Give me that lamp. Wait a minute, Dick. Don't you see, we're small now. We can play with the children. What, in these clothes? No, there's some children's clothes in the house. Just for a couple of hours. Come on. All right. Well, Stacy. Reagan's gonna be left behind. I feel silly. Well, get rid of the cigar, quick. Hey, kids, can we join the party? What's the idea? Say, listen, if you were my size, I'd give you a good... Well, it's different now. Come on, pick on somebody your size. For you, anything. When you're hot and bothered, here's a little plan. Hurry with your worry to the ice cream man. Starting with his chinny, grinning like a fool. Funny when you're sunny, how it keeps you cool. Ice cream, ice cream. I make it, you take it, hey, hey. Hey, sister, yes, mister. Have you any vanilla today?
I'm sorry, but it's 4 o'clock and I've got to take the little wheel back to the home. But don't mention it.
What are you doing?
We're not one of the kids. We live here.
Come on, let's get the bus.
What's the idea? You may talk to the children like that, but not to me. Wait a minute. You're making a big mistake. You don't know who we are. I'm Miss Wayne.
Yeah, I'm Santa Claus. Come on now. Oh! Come here. Now, come here with you, both of you.
Say, listen, fresh guy. If you don't behave yourself, you'll get us all in trouble. Understand?
Listen, night clothes. Take off all those fancy dresses and those packages and put them in one pile.
Why does he want them all in one pile? Because he'll take them and sell them like all the other nice things we get.
I'm not going to have a bunch of sick children on my hands.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Come on, line up.
Well, at least we're at the end of the line. Yeah, maybe we'll run out before she gets to us.
About, hey!
Open your mouth.
Okay. Oh boy, what do y'all see? What do you see? What do you see? Jesus.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth wide. There.
Unbelievable. I guess they're messing with my... Oh, boy, I came and left.
Wider. Wide.
Go on, swallow it.
So, you spit it out, huh?
Oh, no.
Open. There.
Hey, I'm tired of this. Oh, now come on, open your mouth. You hear me? Open your mouth. Now open it wide, like this. Ah.
I don't want it. That'll
Stop it! All of you go to bed. Come on, get up. Go to your room.
Are you going in that room?
Don't you think this has gone too far?
Go on.
Say, are you going to take off your clothes or not? No. Hey, fellas. Yeah. This sissy here won't take off his clothes. That's so. Now listen, boys, you're carrying this too far. Now, wait a minute.
Get into bed.
Boy.
Say, go find your own bed. Out of reach. Hey, listen, Felix. I'm warning you for the last time. Get in bed. Keep your shirt on.
Yes, no, that's not impossible. That is me. All right, let's go. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Let's turn this around. All right. All right. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Let's go ahead and get my music on. I'm not gonna. I can't do it. I'm not here to play the whole thing. Actually, I just want y'all to. I want everybody to come on. I don't know why they gotta mess with my but regardless of that. Notifications, which is kind of comical to say the least. I know I really find it kind of comical. So we're gonna go ahead and just get a little music on here and turn this around. Let's go ahead and flip this clip. Yes, sir. Let's put this over here. Bring this over here and get set up. So, like I said, they're scared and they want to test the waters. They want to see, and I like that. But I figured that they would have been done by now, but I guess they're checking. Let me tell you about these agents and these agencies. They will check, and they don't get how it works because the people who are controlling them will lie to them. And, oh well, it's too bad. I don't care. Their time will come. Every last one of them. Every one of their time will come. And I say that because at this time, I have to say it. And the other time I'd have been like, told don't say nothing. So even I have my marching orders, and you see what they're doing. It's obvious. Yeah, my bad, right? I got the fruits in there. I should be able to rotate this upright. Now it's giving me issues when I do it. Let me see if I can get a sense. We'll just leave it like this. All right, and I don't want to put it on the thing because it'll cut it off. Let's bring that down. So anywho, we have a Bluetooth, but that's for recording stuff. Yeah, I got my guns up there. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh man. So, what did you notice about our gang? Did y'all notice buckwheat? What was that? Let me see, babe. Hey, Mikey, what's new? I guess homeboy left. Gave him a taste of his own medicine. Old souls. We be the old souls, yes. No, I wanted y'all to see something. You might have to go back and watch it from the beginning because it only played for about like 10, 11 minutes when they went to the party, which ended at 4. Well, hold on, let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm not going to my notes. Okay, here we go. Why do they do that? All right. Anyway, the short film series, also sometimes referred to as The Little Rascals, was created by Hal Roach, an Ashkenazi. The producer and studio executive behind Laurel and Hardy in 1922 and spurred 220 shorts starring over 40 child actors before ending in 1944. 1922, y'all, pay attention. Hal Roach, okay? Why am I saying this? Well, I remember in the military, people were discussing it, and I was like right off the back. Well, it was created by one of the fake Jews, and I didn't bite my tongue. I was like, are y'all aware that buckwheat, stymie, there was a couple of girls and about 3 or 4 guys on there. Most people didn't see it, but on that one, you get to see about 5 of the melanated sons and daughters. And why do I say this? Well, here's a picture here. I'm gonna show you. I find grotesque, and it's also part of just after World War I, so-called World War I, and the destruction of the majority of Tartarian grand cities, well, certain parts before the remake. And you see what they're doing with Stymie here. He's a little older with Darla and or Buckwheat, I mean, and Darla and what's his name? He's a little older right there. But you see how they have him dressed up. Remember? So that was to push a different narrative. That was to push that not out of Africa, but not of this land narrative. Now, it's always a secession after wars. Let me look at the camera. My apologies. I should put it on this side. After wars. And I do this very hard because you don't see no so-called Native Americans in none of the films back then. Everybody playing us, we playing ourselves, or people like Burt Lancaster in the 60s and the 50s. When they start to rewrite the narrative in the 50s and 60s and 70s, Burt Lancaster, who was that? Who's the Russian dude? What was the Russian dude's name? He played in a couple of spaghetti westerns. Well, there was a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to get into. I've got all their names wrote down. And there's a whole slew of them. And then you have here an engineer. But you see how they spell it, though, right? Anyway, I-N-G, engine, ear. Look, pay attention now. Engine, ear. Not E-N-G, E-N-L. You know, not an engineer, but engine. Engine, near. Why is that nobody ever pays pay attention to these little simple things? I do. I love old movies. I enjoy watching them, not just for the soundtrack, but because there is so much in the story. And what did they do with Buckwheat in a lot of movies? Besides the big shoes, they always wanted to effeminize, to make him out to be some girl. I believe he ended up being gay, if I remember right. If I don't remember right. Where do you think Michael Jackson got the lean thing from? There are things that most people don't see, okay? When he was much older in his tweens. Still holding the character because from 22 to 44, 22 years. And here he is, effeminate with the long dress skirt, as if he was broken. Now, hold on. And why do they do that? Why else would these fake Jews do this? And now we're talking about William Thomas Jr. Let's see what happened to him. Death Eat It. On October 10th, 1980, 10 weeks after his July 31st appearance at the Hilton, Thomas died of a heart attack in Los Angeles apartment at the age of, and you know, he was a sacrifice, right? Even born William Thomas Jr., March 12, 1931, Los Angeles, California, died October 10th, 1980, age 49. That is so wrong. They got that wrong. From what? Huh? 1931 to 1980? This is how, and this is you know, the young man that owns Wikipedia now, right? An Ashkenazi. Look, man, look, y'all can look it up yourselves, okay? They say Thomas was 49 when he died of a heart attack in Los Angeles apartment in 1980. Exactly 46 years to the day of his Our Gang audition. If you die in 1980, oh, that is so. I'm not even attempting to make sense of this, y'all. 1931. That's about 30, yeah, about, yeah, 80, and 1980 would be about 49, right? That's correct, right? No, well, 70 would be 40. And so, yeah. So, 9 more years, 49. So he was 49 in 1980. Well, I know that in 1980, I was about 13, 14. I was 14. So he was 49, a heart attack. Now, a lot of them from the Little Owl Gang and Little Rascals died pretty horrible. A lot of them horrible deaths that should never had happened. Another thing I want to point out. Okay. Let me see. Oh, my dryer's done. Little Rascals actor speaks of suffering homophobic abuse in new song. The openly gay former child star also currently resides in. Hold on. Holford told the Denver Post that he couldn't possibly be racist because he had a gay black friend in college. Hold on. I had what is this information? I had it all laid out. I don't know where this came from. Okay. So make sure I got it right, guys. Even though I don't know why I skipped to this. I guess they're like, oh, he's looking. Okay. Hold on. I love this. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just put his name in like I did before. I don't know why it removed it. It's kind of weird. There we go. Okay. What the? No, it's not. Why is it not showing it now? Yeah, I pulled up because there was so much going on, and they had a picture of him. Let me see if I can find a picture of him. Anyway, it had him down as gay. All right. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull it up, guys. Okay, I want to show you him when he was 40. They tried to say this was fake him, but this was not him. This is him. And yes, and that's why I wanted to say, I wanted to make the statement that a lot of things were going on in Hollywood that just wasn't right. All right, it was some really weird stuff. Now, Stymie lived a little longer, and Darla, she lived quite old too. I think 50s or 60s, I believe. I just barely looked at them as far as their age and everything. All right, now I'm gonna show you Bill English. All right. Let me see here. Let me make sure this is him. Now I'm doing it right here live, no gimmicks and all like that. I had stuff already saved, but I went back and it's like it's not there. Like, what the frick? Like, this makes no sense. Okay. All right. This guy right here was the hoax. I want to get the right guy. All right, here we go. Here goes the real Bill Thomas. I'm trying to make sure I got the right one, y'all. Because people do weird things. The picture looks so crappy. It really does. I want to find a better one. That's Stymie. I don't want Stymie. And just bear with me, guys. And this guy was a hoax. Here goes my boy. All right, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of him around 49, 1980. Oh God, dog. There goes. That's old buckwheat. That's buckwheat. That's Stymie and a little fat little buddy. They were friends for a long time, for quite some time. Now, why am I showing these, right? Well, this is the individual. Here they are. There's 3 of them right there. Okay? They stayed very good for a lot of bad things happen. Now, remember I was saying, you know how to spell engineer, right? I got the thing upside down. Engineer. Now, there's an old saying about it. See, we say I-N-J-U-N. That's what I say. It's engine was I-N-J-I-N. All right? Engineer, you know, it's spelled E-N-G. Okay. Engineer, and you know what it means, E-N-G-I-N-E-R. But when you spell engine, engine toe socks, engine, engine Joe, engine noun, U.S. informal or dialect word for American Indian, honest engine, interjection, slang generally really, engine. Hold on. And even though it's I-N, like a noun, like E for engine, like motor, also messin or motor reciprocates to the beginning of that which starts. Just letting you know, you can look it up for yourself. But it will always pull up I-N-J-U-N, but it used to be I-N-J-I-N as a slap in the face. An informal or dialect word for American engine or Indian, honest engine, interjection, slang, genuinely, really. So here we have our little brother right here, our older brother right here, with it on his hat. Engine ear. Energy efficient ratio, ear. Now I had to look up the etymology of that for having an engine ear. What is it? Energy efficiency ratio. What can that allude to? You gotta remember, this language is a big game to the Ashkenaz and the people who wanted to assert it and make sure that we learned this brand new language in the whole world. Babylon in reverse compared to what they want you to believe that it existed. All right? So what does energy efficient ratio really mean? Well, for people like myself who like to invent things, that actually means nothing. Except when you understand the beginning, the here with two, the start, and the ratio of things. Now when you start breaking the word down, then you come with this whole fundamental ideology that is far from what they've created. Because when I say this language, they have taken real meanings and made a perverse word that they can play with. As if you're a puppet or under their guise, which is an illusion that they subjugated most people to. Now, I just want to share that. So when you see Buckwheat, what do they do with him? They feminize it. Now, he probably didn't like what was happening because there's a lot of horror stories with some of those kids with these fake Jewish people in Hollywood. And turn around, he died at 49 at a heart attack. What really killed that man? Because we were all our people back then were living over 100 years old. What really killed them? And people don't want to believe in human sacrifices. All right? Straighten that out. I know people have a hard time with it, but you need to stop. These bastards, I mean, look, the book, I got the book, Delectable Negro. What in the friggin' frack? But anyway, there's some real stuff going on, and I just wanted to share that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to read a little bit. Oh, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Woo! I was like, I didn't get my notifications out. And yes, I had 3 Instagram accounts. I don't know how I had 3. And the one that started getting all kind of likes and stuff, they just felt some kind of way. And they pulled a post. I have the video that they tried to say as if it was negative. I was like, no, that is some foul stuff. And look, it was remixed and shared from 2 other people's pages. I went to one and I found it on another person's. So I says, well, let me go ahead because this is not right. And I know you saw it too. You commented. You had an angry face on it. That's what they tried to say, as if it wasn't what, you know, it was nothing compared to the videos I saw, and even what I told them. Oh, F boys, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go ahead and get to this reading. I'm getting a little hungry. I just had a watermelon pop, watermelon, lime. Did they have blueberries in that one? Watermelon, pineapple, watermelon. I think I had blueberries and strawberries, mostly watermelon. Frozen. The ones I made. I think I only got like 3 left. Oh my goodness, was it so good? And it was hot in here. I was sweating. All right, so let's get into the women of Lemuria. Where's my card? There we go. I'll be getting them $100 wine vouchers. I don't even be using them no more. Like, no, it's okay. I'm not drinking. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't nap, y'all. So Cryon, Monica Morani with Dr. Amber Wolf, The Woman of Lemuria, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Times. We haven't read this in about 4 or 5 days. I do not give away anything that is too precious. I tell you instead why the respect should be here. And I also won't tell you what they know. The earth is changing. They have prophecies they will not yet reveal that would describe the second precision of the equinoxes as a time of ascension. There we go. A little more light. Okay? And when they look at what has happened within their own tribe means tribe. Are y'all aware of that? Okay, good. It may not occur to them that this is the prophecy of the day. There will come, you remember when they used to say to us on the corners, oh, we got a mob gathering, a tribe gathering. Think about that, all right? Think about that. Anyway, there will come a time when the song lines of the Anangu will only be represented within the beauty of the sound of the wind as it sings between the woods. There will be a time when all that was secret will be represented in the life force that is the rock itself. The time will come when the rock which you call Aluhu will be more sacred than it is today, and regular humanity will visit in honor, and they will not touch it nor climb it, because they will recognize within it something precious and beautiful and pure. The Anangu will never leave this planet. They will become the watchers of their areas forever, and they're always here in some way within the beauty and purity and the silence of this area. They know this. They sing about it. They are the oldest human culture, and they know that too. They carry profound secrets about their own lineage, biologically as well. If an Anangu were to mate with any other kind of non-Anangu human, the gifts of seeing will not be passed on to the children. Therefore, they represent genetically something which is unusual, pure, and special on the earth. Science can prove that they are different. Indeed, they are seers of the earth. One generation removed from their star mothers, part of the earth is melded with their consciousness, and they are not as apart from Gaia as you are. There was a reason why our ancestors weren't supposed to sleep with anybody outside this world, and they didn't. And that's why when these fake Jews came here, they were with the wars, and the women that were steadfast, wounded, they were raping them. Not Jews, Ashkenazis. I'm gonna keep it right, and their cohorts. All you gotta do is do the research, okay? Science can prove that they are different, all right? Just remember that. I want you to think about these things the next time you see a pure anangu. I want you to understand the respect that is here and the beauty that is here. This is their home and has been from the beginning of the star teaching. The songs that you sing in this choir, the pineal tones, creation choir. Yes, pineal tones, creation choir, are a connection to the divine, a divinity. They have them too, dear ones, long before you got them. But you share something profound, the understanding through the song lines of the beauty of the creation. This is why you are here. Wow. Okay. Wow. I cracked my neck and it's feeling a little stiff. Wow. Wow. I might do that little weird. The doctor on YouTube said, do this. And get my neck. I was reading Gods of Eden. Wow, it's new. If you haven't read that whole book, something wrong with you, girl. That book is pretty cool. I keep looking over here, I don't know why. And the camera's always on. Duh. All right, so let's go ahead and get into An American Covenant. Luso Scott, A Story of Women, Mysticism, and the Making of Modern America. Right up where we left off at. Hopefully y'all held on to that, all right? Slowly, though increasingly impressive, American laws were taking hold in, who's that? Tola, Cherokee, West Side? Anyway. Check it out, formerly Creole New Orleans, including a new one outlawing mixed race cohabitation, not just marriage. This gradually gathering torrent. Mary and Christophe remain a fortress, an institution illegally and flagrantly living, and raising a family in a mixed race union. The two, it seemed like we were talking mixed race earlier about when that kicked off, right? Okay. The two legally married. Instead, she remained protected by the honorific widow Paris, widow Paris, which allowed officials who feared her mystic wiles and guiles to easily cast a blind eye the couple's way, while he remained protected by the actual, even if no longer claimed, color of his skin. By day, they attended Catholic Mass and even served as the right hand and primary confidant of the Spanish head of St. Louis Cathedral, Pierre Antoine. And by night, Marie led voodoo rituals in the house on St. Anne's. It was said Marie regularly sat in parish prison amid the screams and human rot, just a good Catholic praying with men of all races who would be condemned to die. It was said that from time to time, she'd free one of those men who was poised to hang by invoking the storms and her spiritual signature and making his noose so wet he'd slip right through to the dirt below. It was said she cared for the poor, the hungry, the needy, and the orphaned. In addition to the sick, it was said she bought enslaved people on the market only to free them. Whether due to voodoo, an intimate knowledge of every secret in New Orleans passed from woman of color to Marie Laveau, or the fact that she was an expert in when and how to grease the palm. Marie Laveau mastered her shifting world. She also had Christopher at her side, a man not just literate, but fluent in all the weak and sweet spots of the system and the men who ran it. Whatever the mechanism, the result was clear. All the people, white and colored, start saying, that's the most powerful woman there is. Juju, right? They say, there goes Marie Laveau. Now, do you know that there are true stories? Nanas used to tell me all the time, man, I'll be willing, that the women used to get those who worked in those ways in the Carolinas, even the Virginias, the tip end of the Virginias, down to the Florida and all the way to Texas, that most of the Pelicans would veer away from in fear of what they were capable of. So is that a hoopy poopy? That's why it's important that y'all be just as messed up as we are and divided from us, not protected at all. Otherwise, there wouldn't be damn near 1 million missing around the country. Until y'all wake up out of that and stop paying attention to these dumb he-she things running around, fooling y'all, making y'all want to get bodies like pears and apples, or them out there licking each other's cooter and looking retarded with weave all in your head, you know, getting a rib move, getting these porcelain teeth. You know, the worst thing in the world is get those things put in your mouth. If your teeth are rotted because you've been using fluoride, need a whole bunch of junk, get them out. You're better off. It takes away from your organs' functions and a tisk. But if you start learning medicinal things, you can benefit from it. Okay? Hey, Etta, what's going on, Mom? How you doing, Snoo, baby girl? Something reptilians high influence. Yeah, stop saying reptilians. We don't need to say that no more. We know there's some damn snakes and lizards out there. We're dragons, though. Big Pontiac, what's going on? Sabotage on Instagram. I'm being here. Yeah, I like it. Shit, I love it. Big brothers, West Side, Big Pontiac. Okay, I'm just reading y'all off. I feel sorry for none of them. No, don't even speak on it. The energy you speak when you hit the tree or whatever in the wind, you speak that they decline and downfall. That's all you have to do. Mikey, what's going on, beloved? Original set. This were probably incubated. Probably no. I think they at that time they got to live, because you got to remember what the incubation things started happening around 1890 something. Most of the orphan boats and orphan trains that I read when I was over in England and Germany, and when I was back up north in New York, what I was reading, it was in England in the 1700s, around 1780, 75, 80, 90 is when they were, because of the wars, they were taking these mulatto or half-bred colored children, what they were called. We're not colored. Let's get rid of that dynamic. They didn't know what to call us, because they saw after the wars and everything and the breakup of families, and it wasn't that major. But in the areas where our people still weren't working the 42 million acres of land, okay, they were taking those small numbers, and we were a great number of people here on the sand. Land. When they came here, we were well over 100, 200 million people. Now, let's not get it twisted. They've been telling us for how long? How many years? Over how many years they were saying we were 13% of the population when in every city we outnumbered everybody? And so our sisters, because of Vietnam, Korean War, World War, our people will always go and look at the documents, put on the front lines, okay, and put out there to fight without no R&R, all right? Relax and recoup, or whatever you want to call it. Rest and relaxation or recoupment or whatever. They had to fight. And wherever they fought, and there was more wars than those main ones that they always playing on world history and warfare and all that goofy stuff, because they want people that's indoctrination to desensitize you to death, not to the point like people who seeing their family murdered and they just said I'm a join, you know what I'm saying, and start doing the most horrendous things themselves. I'm talking about to make that part of a normal or daily part of life, which it is not. And that's why I tell people, if you're going to watch a war movie and you're going to get some kind of feelings behind it, do not watch it. It was meant for you never to see nothing like that, because you weren't nurtured to be able to protect it away from it. Okay? Anywho, they had these orphan trains, and I was telling people, I told Rob Bell, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "There's orphan boats and orphan trains." We had a network of trains underground and everywhere, and there's plenty still up underground. And I mean, we were the conductors. We had cars. We had all this stuff, and nobody else was listening. But Rob Bell, she grasped on, and she said, "Well, what should I?" said, "Well, get this book on Tartaria." I said, "I have quite a few of them, but just put in Tartaria and grab whatever book." And she showed me the book she got, the one that I always had. I was like, "Boom, that's a good one, very good one." I've got like 12. 7, I went and dug some more out, because like I said, I was reading about Tartaria when I was in Mount Hebron. Every time I go to karate lessons, if I didn't feel like being at home and wanted to jog, I would go to the library, Montclair Library, and run out to Bloomfield Avenue, go up the street, by the Schwinn Bicycle Shop, which Goshen Kai Karate School was at, and I'd be there at 7 o'clock, you know, and Mom would pick me up in the Rambler, you know, or in the Rambler, in the station wagon, Rambler station wagon. She'd come and snatch me right up from karate and go home. I eat my little dinner that was on top of the table, and shower and go to bed. You know, it's karate for like an hour and a half every other day. But I'm in that library. I go there about 4 o'clock, you know, and I'm in there and I'm going through these books of this old world architect and history, and they didn't hide it then. Tons of it, you know. Even when I was in Nishuane, before going to Mount Hebron, it was just wonderful stuff, you know. So I shared this stuff with people, and nobody was talking about it. Nobody. I made sure I went to look. No one. I mentioned it. AOL dial-up internet, whatever, and I went to MySpace, and people say, "Oh, we got a dumb nigga." Nah. You know, that's ignorant. New York. I was in New York at that time, I believe. Was I in New York? Yeah, I was. Jersey or New York. Anyway, and then from MySpace, Facebook came up, and I was like, all right, and there was another one. I forget the other one. So I talked about it there, and everybody ignored me. What is James talking about? Pop-Tarts? I was like, oh, these motherfuckers, man. Oh, Jesus help them. Who's Jesus? I was like, yo. So I stopped. And then I started speaking about it on the res and with people. You ever heard of Tartary? You know how the Rothschilds got their name? When they were being chased in a certain country, and they saw this Moorish tavern. They ran in there. There was hardly nobody ever there. The place was probably going to shut down, so they took the name, Rothschild Tavern. And that's the name. It's a fake name. They're Ashkenazis. Very wicked individuals. Okay? And believe me, they aren't smart enough to do what they've done. Something's been leading them. So anywho, I just felt like I wanted to recap on those little things. I mean, because I'm tired of people running around as if they were the mouthpiece of something that's been here, that's ancient here. Do I believe the Anunnaki and this, that, and other? I believe in the literary of certain things. What I believe more in is myself. And I tell you, every one of you, you have the information within you. The information is within everybody. It doesn't matter, orphans, this, that, and the other. The history here is completely fake. It doesn't matter what you think and how you feel. The history here is fake. Well, that you weren't around, that's for sure. Because you would have. Okay, never mind. Yeah, just like sports with brown skin athletes. Well, when I used to argue with people in high school, like with lacrosse, that was on our sports and hockey. Oh man, I love watching hockey. Me and Dwight, he liked Canada Maple Leafs. You know, I had the Rangers and this, that, and other. That was always our sport. I was like, why do I love hockey? What is this about? We skate, we always got the rinks and everything, swimming. I mean, like brothers know how to swim. When I went to Navy, I was like, can't swim? What in the heck? I was swimming, the dude couldn't swim behind me. Oh, big old pal. He kept kicking me under the water from behind, trying to keep himself up. And I was like, well, I can't trade for both of us, big 200-pound behemoth. Just dang near drown me, man. They said, well, Mr. Branch, go ahead and swim because they could see. And I swam. I was like, man, I'm about tired. This move been kicking me in my back, my butt, behind my legs. I wanted to go and drag him underneath, but you got all them people standing around and everything, you know what I'm saying? Oh, child, you know what I mean? But everything is within you, okay? James, these ideas are so yours. Yeah, okay, I know they are. But get notification, excuse me. But it is up to us, you know what I'm saying? And I get tired of saying this. It is really up to us. Now women are so powerful and they don't even know how powerful they really are. And our men are too arrogant in their ignorance to realize this because they shine more effeminate mannerisms than masculine. When everybody's talking about, oh man, I'm the alpha. I'm like, okay, I'm the sigma to your alpha. And what are you saying? What's a sigma? Oh, bro, man, the world. And I said, not even that. We're beyond the scope of beasts. I says, we are not messed up. They came here and they attempted to mix our blood and pervert it. They really did. They didn't come here because they was in love and this, that, and the other. No, some things happen out of that. Now, you get a big old booty woman with some big breasts that can cook. And they like, man, well, I want to be part of this take over the world, man, nonsense. And that's what happened. Yet, you still had those who had a mission. You see it today. And it was to make as many bad babies. That's why a lot of our people were killing their first and second born. Oh, you don't believe me? Do the research. And then later on, when they like their numbers keep multiplying. Margaret Sanger, because of Bill Gates' father, come along, and they were like, well, we got to get rid of these fools. These niggas, these things got to go. Unless they might wake up and realize what we have done. What about them pale skins who are too stupid to know better? How do you think they may feel? This is the last place they wanted to do it. That's why this is the last place it happened at. Somebody prove me wrong, please. Oh, that lime. Whoo! That lime with the charcoal, that just does something different, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all that does something different, but y'all just don't know, man. Whoo! That make your hair stand up. I got a mohawk. Don't worry, it's just brushed down. I gotta go and get this crick in the neck. But I said I was gonna read this part, but I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna read it tomorrow because it would have thrown that off. And yeah, I read the rest of it. It's good. It's just like very well. He's gonna write another book. And I appreciate you guys and the new subscribes. I appreciate you. Welcome to the tribe. And we're a mob. And we're gonna get into some great stuff. I haven't even let me show you. I haven't even touched the because I ordered those books and I want to order some more because I keep adding to them. And you guys got to help me because I actually I added $50 myself. So here's 200 right here, but in the bank account, I will show y'all that that's the 200. Oh God. Remember there was still 68, 67, something like that. And then I told you all the ones who donated before. Kristen Dior Wilson, the 20, Center Freestyle 50, Raymond Berry 20, Aletha Evans did that, and that's what that was what was left over from last time. Because I think before that was Orlando and Young Cherokee. That's what was left over, and that was what last was. And that's why I always. I mean, can y'all see that light from the thing? I replied. That's me replying, y'all. Web receipts. All right, let me see here. I must have hit it. Can y'all see? Let me turn this light up. I'll make it dim. Turn it up. All right, that's everybody. I make sure I always respond to you guys. So I haven't even touched it. Oh, damn neck. I cracked my neck like this, and it went pow, and I was like, and I feel a little tight. I'm like, oh my goodness, Red, what'd you do? One of my boxing, days. Anyway, but I appreciate y'all. So keep it all coming in, because like I said, I went ahead and I keep adding. I'm not being greedy. I actually ordered 2 books yesterday, like total about $15 on my own cash. Didn't use none from that. So, and these 2 books, one's just for me, for the sociology, because that's my major, sociology. And well, sociology and psychology. It was something between the two, and the other one is something based on the death walks, death marches. It's not called Trail of Tears. It's literally a small handbook on the death march with drawings, and in the drawings they look like all black folk. Well, colored people, and they are. We know that. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. We're at 57 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Why do I keep looking over here? That's the window or something. Duh. Full of laughter, right? But I appreciate you guys. Your Indian Jim one. That's my Cashapp. $3, $2. It doesn't $5. Whatever, man. Just to get these books. I mean, like I said, whenever I get them, I actually go half. And you would say, well, $200. That's $400. Well, you gotta look at some of the books I'm ordering. I'm always showing the books. Like some of these books are, $30, $40. They're very good books. Okay, it's not to get them. Look, I know some people say, well, this man get all them books because y'all are very negative in thinking. All right, too drama filled. These books are not for sale. These books to be passed on. I wouldn't care if I was to say, hey, look, what's that? I know you're a music engineer or not, but I want you to have these books. Or Rondo, I want you to take all these books, man. I'm not going to be around that much longer. Or my son, or just somebody I know is going to take the books. They're going to get interested one day. They're going to look in these books and they go, damn, Reg was saying this. I didn't even get what was being saying. And they decide to take up the mantle. And it might not be internet stuff around. It might be in a cave or somewhere in a new whatever, and have to sit down and take it to memory and say, I want to read a story to you guys, and I'm going to tell you a story at the same time. I have a story to tell. I just would like to see people really remember who they are and the importance in the narratives. Okay? Cause, you know, without throwing fear into the wind. All right? Let me get off of here. We're at 59 minutes. I love y'all. Sisters, my brothers, 2 and 1. And I'll see y'all in the AM. I love y'all.